family. Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully you guys are having a great and exceptional day. Today's word of the day is gorilla. Stands for an African ape, the largest of the great apes, having a stocky body and coarse dark hair. The main reason why I chose this word today is because I think we all have our, I know we all have our own inner ape in us because, homeostasis, man evolving from apes. But the main reason why I say that is because without that evolution, we would not see the world that we see today. Without any sort of evolution, we wouldn't have seen the world of the past. And one time, until Facebook made me change my name used to say Larry Evolution Patterson, and then I changed it to a Spanish name, El Futuro Evolucion. The future is evolution, and that's just me being goofy. But you evolve and disappear. And I always say that quote from Tupac because that's the first quote that I remember actually memorizing down to my memory. I'm an avid reader. Love reading. I bought a bunch of books when I was down in Portland at the used bookstore. I don't even go to bookstores. For years now I've been buying. And I could still get audiobooks if I want to, but I'm old fashioned when it comes to books. I like to read books on a regular basis. And what was it? 1, 2, 3, that's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's about 8 or 9 books I bought from the bookstore. But there was a time when I was younger, I could not read that well. And I was up till almost high school, and I used to be embarrassed about that. As a grown man, I'm not embarrassed about it because that's why I read every day. I don't have to read every day, but I constantly read every day because I want to feed my mind. It's like trying to be healthy and trying to work out, no, not trying, being healthy and working out. That's all for the body. That's all for the system, your system, But when it boils down to your mind, what are you consuming on a regular basis? And hey, we live in a digital age where you don't have to really consume stuff as far as from a reading standpoint. But I think being able to read and type up things without letting AI technology do it for you all the time. I'm not saying nothing wrong with it when it boils down to your business, things of that nature, but all the time is not a good thing because that means you're not working your brain in a specific aspect in a specific way, And not everybody's meant to be an academic, not by any means. But everybody's meant to push themselves to another level intellectually and mentally in various different aspects, various different ways. But are you willing to do that? And in today's world, more with a lot of technology, it just makes people more and more lazier. I mean, great example, and I'm going to do this after I get off this live. Like I had an issue with my bags, but I have to shout out American Airlines. They handled it this very professional manner. American Airlines, I still got to give them a good shout out on Google. The fact that they lost my bag was not lost, it was delayed, where I had my layover at. 24 hours later, they delivered the bags back to my house. So that is efficient customer service. No airline is perfect. Every airline has their issue, but the fact that they were able to do that was a beautiful thing. But I'm very happy about that because of the books that I bought were in the suitcases, and amongst other things, my personal items and things of that nature. But the point where I'm getting at with this is that I'm going to put a tracker on my suitcase from now on next time I travel. So in case this ever happens again, I'll be able to track my suitcase to ensure that I know exactly where it's located. Okay. So, but that's technology helping me out. It's not making me lazy. It's making life a lot more efficient for me for the next time I travel. You feel me? All right. So, today's quote of the day is by 50 Cent. He says, "Behind me is infinite power. Before me is endless possibility. Around me is boundless opportunity. My strength is mental, physical, and spiritual." And for a man who just opened up his own studios in Shreveport, Louisiana, I got nothing but love and respect for 50 Cent. You know, do I watch all the stuff that he produces and writes? No. I didn't even finish watching Power. But I'm glad that I had the opportunity to watch Power. I like the first couple of seasons and whatnot. I know he has other shows out there that I have not checked out, but the fact that he's like, hey, he pulled, in a sense, he pulled a Tyler Perry. He's like, hey, I'm not going to wait for Hollywood. I'm going to get it. You know, I made my money in Hollywood by playing their game. Now I own my own compound in my own studios. So now I'm going to play my game, and I'm going to record things how I want to do it and take it to the right studios that I want to take it to. And then the thing is, let's just be realistic. In today's world, if you got the right product, you don't even really need to, you know, it's like the movie theaters are becoming a thing of the past. For instance, for example, I haven't seen the Bob Marley movie yet, but it was, you know, when a movie comes out now, it's not even out in the movie theaters for no more than a month or two at the most. So to me, that's like, are movie theaters really making the money like that? You know, the studios really making money like that when they're spend all this money on these movies? It's very far and few in between anymore. Not the old model like when I grew up, where a movie stayed out for months. Heck, I think I remember, what was it, Forrest Gump and the Titanic when I was a kid. Those are the longest standing movies out in theaters because, one, they were that good. You know, I liked Forrest Gump way better than the Titanic. Okay, but two, the story was so great, the acting was so great, the characters were so great that the fact that you wanted to see those movies over and over again. Most movies that come out nowadays, they don't have that. For me, they don't have that. Man, I want to see this again and again and again. Like I've seen the movie that I've seen the most that came out even in 2023. There's no movie in 2024 that's come out that I want to watch. Not even one time. Not even over and over again. But Creed 3 and Equalizer 3 in 2023, the only movies that came out last year that I wanted to watch over and over and over again because they were that good. Specifically, Equalizer 3. But at the end of the day, the point is of 50 Cent is that he can make his own product and just make deals with like a Hulu or a Netflix and say, hey, this is the product, take it or leave it. Or I could stream it with my own app and my own website, because people watch movies on their cell phones nowadays and on computers, you know. And if the app is, obviously you can download the app to your television, it's a win-win situation. It's a different world out here now. You know, it's not the regular world of the studios. And that's why I commend 50 Cent, because there's more, you know, the stuff that he makes all the time, is it the best? No. But it's better than half the stuff that I see that's out here in the quote-unquote mainstream. Mainstream has been dead for a long time. Mainstream music is dead. Mainstream entertainment is dead. That's why that's the beautiful thing about social media. It gives people more options. So if you could say anything about 50 Cent, you know, good or bad, whatever, he's always been about making boss moves. Same thing with Damon Dash with his own studios. It's the same thing with him. And the one thing I always liked about Damon Dash is not only did he always speak his mind, tell the truth, tell like it is, but he said, hey, he built his own studios in California and was like, hey, started putting out his own products, his own TV shows and movies, and it's like, hey, he set his life up to the point before COVID even happened, the lockdown even happened. He's like, hey, I set up my lifestyle already to be able to make money passively, so I didn't have to be living in an office. I set up my lifestyle so I can make money and boss moves from my house before the pandemic. He's like, I was ready for this before it happened. And that's what it boils down to. Being around the right people, having the right mindset, and being able to take the risks and be calculated and go from there. All right? And I know, do the great three things, like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. And as I always say, make money moves, or you're going to live like a fool. Take care.